Okay guys, today I'm going to be making a care video on chameleons. Pretty much all chameleons, but I'm going to focus on pretty much veals and panthers. I myself have a 3.5-month-old baby nosy chameleon. I'm going to start off with water, because water is really important. You want to mist it minimum 3 times a day. I like to mist it close to around 5 times a day. I usually mist them when I turn on the lights in the morning. Then before when I go to work, I'll mist them, and when I come back I'll mist them again, because I'm usually gone for about like 8-9 hours at a time. And then I'll mist them about 3 hours after that, and 10 minutes before I turn off the lights. I've got a little cup up there that I just poked a little tiny hole inside to use as a dripper. It drips at a normal rate into these plants, and then it goes down in there. And I have some of these little fake plants just in case he falls down, he won't fall into the water and possibly drown. And I have a sponge in there so it'll soak up most of the water so it doesn't get full quickly. And anything that splashes out will just go on this paper towel here and get absorbed, which I change once a week just so it doesn't build up bacteria. I personally don't like to use substrate because I haven't really noticed any chameleons really walking down at the bottom, and it makes it easier to get crickets out if there's too many in there. Yeah, you can buy a little dripper. I mean, I don't know, they're usually like 10 something odd dollars. But if you want to save money, you know, just poke a little hole in the cup and there you go. You can poke multiple holes just to have it like sort of like a dripping effect. Just instead of one, you can have like multiple drips, but that's entirely up to you. Do not use standing water because chameleons don't recognize standing water, and not only that, but it builds up bacteria, and you don't want your chameleon drinking bacteria. Same goes for any type of fountains. You don't want to use any of those because they'll build up bacteria and they're not good. Lighting, you want to have your heat lamp. I have a 50-watt bulb in there. I'm using the Zoomed basking spot lamp bulb. It's 50 watts. And as for the light goes, I'm using the Arzilla reflector dome light and heat. If you live in a cool house where you have air conditioning, first of all, chameleons don't like air conditioning because, you know, they're a tropical animal, so I wouldn't recommend having them right really beside one. But if your house is generally cool, then you're gonna want to get for nighttime, you're gonna want this bulb right here, the night black heat incandescent bulb. Oh yeah, don't get these coil UVB bulbs because they will make your chameleon blind, and they do cause eye problems, if not blindness. Sorry for the blurriness. The UVB, I have the Reptisun 5.0 UVB light. I'm not too sure. Oh wait, hold on, here it is. Here's the box for that one. It's the Reptisun 5.0. This one's 18 inches. I have it actually in a hood from a fish, like an aquarium lid, and it fishes perfectly. And I put a little tin foil up in there so it reflects more. So yeah, there's your lighting. Temperature under the basking light, you want it to be 80 to 95 degrees. And at night, you're gonna want it to be between 70 and 85. That's if like I said, if you don't have an air-conditioned house usually, or if it's not too chilly, then that's the temperature you're going to want it to be. Otherwise, get that bulb. Humidity, you want it to be between 50 and 60%. To measure these temperatures, I have the Exoterra thermometer. It's an analog thermometer. I don't really recommend them. They're not too accurate. And I have a digital hydrometer, but it's broken. I don't know where it is right now. But I'm going to be getting another one of those soon. But yeah, just make sure your humidity is 50 to 60%. Feeding crickets. I usually put them in a cricket cup, as you can see back there. He uses it usually. You can free range too if you want, or if you don't want to use a cricket cup at all, just throw some in there. My cricket cup, I'll just put a little piece of lettuce just to keep him alive in there if they don't get eaten too fast. And I put a piece of plastic mesh in there just to like simulate the climbing effect a bit better, just so they're not all sitting at the bottom there. You're gonna want to gut load your crickets with lettuce or spinach or like carrots, like really all those kind of vegetables. I just throw them in my little cricket keeper right here. I don't generally have too many, just because I only have one chameleon right now, and I have my green and alt, so they kind of share my supply. Also, before you feed your crickets, you're gonna need these right here. This is Reptical with Reptical calcium with D3. I prefer Repcal calcium with D3, but when I went to go buy some, they were sold out. I give this to him once a month. Just dust their crickets with that once a month. Repcal Herptivite, it's a multivitamin. I give this to him once a month. And Repcal calcium, I give this to him every other feeding. Just because they don't need that every time. But also, gut loading your crickets, just to keep them hydrated, I use gut load cricket drink from Arzilla. It's pretty good. Plants. I have a lot of fake plants actually right now. Sorry about that. Camera's being stupid today. Yeah, I got a lot of fake plants in there. Once I upgrade to the bigger size, when it gets bigger, I'm gonna put most of them are gonna be real. I have this plant right here. It's one real plant though. I'm not too sure what the name was. I can't remember. But when you get a real plant, you're gonna want to make sure you rinse it off really well, just to get all the pesticides off. Just rinse it off with some warm soapy water, but make sure you really rinse it off. You don't want any of that soap staying on there, just in case they do decide to drink off those leaves. When you buy it, you're gonna want to replace the soil that was in there with 100% organic soil. Sometimes they do like to dig in there and they'll try and eat something in there, or if a cricket gets in there and they shoot at it, they could get some of the soil on their tongue, and there will be pesticides in that. Recommended plants are pothos and hibiscus. Those are generally the plants that you'd use. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna get them when I upgrade to my bigger terrarium. Kind of running out of time here, so watch the second part to this video, and so long for now.